everyone, today's video is about long-term care. Okay, so why have I decided to talk about this topic is because if you have read the news recently, if many people who got COVID before, right, and the situation for them, maybe they went into coma or their virus is quite those more strong ones, right, then they might actually need long-term care after they recover from COVID. So I feel that actually severe disability long-term care insurance is actually very important. So I decided to cover this as well. So what are the activities of daily living? They are like shown on the top here. So toileting, showering. Toileting is like pooping and stuff, and like taking off your clothes, and then like showering. So showering, you need to dress yourself, take off all the clothes. Okay, then eating and feeding. Okay, so when food is ready, eating and feeding. And then we also have mobility. So mobility is for you to walk, and then we have dressing, and then we have one more which I have blocked. The other one is called transferring. So you need to transfer from a bed to a chair, that kind of thing. So it's like 6 activities of daily living. So what constitutes as severe disability? Let's go on to find out now. Okay, so as you all know, we have severe disability long-term care insurance provided by the government. So it's not really provided by the government because we do need to pay premiums for it. So it's called CareShield Life. So it's how are the premiums paid? The premiums are paid directly through your Medisave. You can't opt out of it, okay, if you are born 1980 and after. Okay, then let's give you more details about it. So why is severe disability long-term care insurance important? It's because if you look at the previous years, right, last time for every citizen that is in the old age, 65 and above, there's 9 people working to support these people. And then now, if you look at 2020, right, there's only 4.3 people supporting one aged person. And then when it comes to 2030, it becomes 2.7 because the rate of people reproducing is too slow. Yeah, so it's been really dwindling lah. So that's why long-term care insurance is important. Okay. So why do you need to plan for your future long-term care needs? So what are the events lah? So usually why you need long-term care is because it's a sudden disability event such as a stroke. Okay, so if you read the statistics, right, it's about 3.65% of the population who has a stroke, and then there's 26 new cases daily, and 63% of these people who have stroke, right, have a disability at after 3 months lah. Yeah. Okay, so some disability events includes accidents as well. Okay, so other reasons why: progression of illness, chronic conditions and diseases such as cancer, diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, spinal cord injuries, and hypertension. Okay, so all this can actually lead to people unable to do activities of daily living. Okay, others include just being old, yeah, physically weak and frail, or having like dementia. Okay, dementia, Alzheimer's, unable to take care of oneself, don't know where they are, that kind of thing. So all these can lead to disability and will need long-term care. Okay, so according to CareShield Life website, 1 in 2 healthy Singaporeans aged 65 and above could become severely disabled in their lifetime. Okay, so this is a 50% chance of you being of people being severely disabled. So like, for example, you're married to someone, usually it will be one spouse taking care of the other. So severe disability insurance is hence super important. Okay, let me just give you some examples of real life. Okay, so if you know, right, and in 2016 there's a e-scooter rider that banged into a pedestrian, then caused severe brain injuries for this pedestrian. Okay, so it's just a 18-year-old guy who banged into a pedestrian. So it's just sway kinda bang, and then after that suffer from severe brain injuries for this pedestrian. So person who suffered from this brain injury is Madam Ang. Okay, so she is a mother of 3. She was left in a month-long coma, and then after that, when she recovered from a coma, right, can no longer remember the past and cannot express herself properly. Okay, so you would think, cause this guy banged into this woman, she can get compensation, right? Okay, but nope. E-scooter rider refuses to pay the damages that the court awarded her. Okay, so court awarded 450k. Do you know this guy is only 18 years old when the accident happened? So he doesn't have any assets. Okay, so he wants to file for bankruptcy. Okay, so if he files for bankruptcy, definitely she will not be able to get much. Yeah, so don't rely on people to pay for your damages lah. Always buy your own insurance. Okay, so as this guy is an e-scooter rider, he also should have bought his own third-party liability insurance, so he can actually do his duty to pay out to this poor woman who is unable to do activities of the daily living lah. Yeah, so doctors have said mental disabilities are permanent, and the husband only make a little over 2,000 a month to bear the financial burden of medicine and treatment, as well as salary of domestic worker. So you can see all these add up to financial costs. So yeah, don't just buy insurance and be insured against this kind of expenses lah. So yeah, even you summon him to court also no point. I mean, how much can a 18 years old have on assets, right? Yeah. Okay, so moral of story, buy your own long-term care insurance. Don't wait for the damaging party to pay for it lah. Yeah. Okay, so why do you need a median duration in severe disability is about 4 years, okay? Whereas 3 in 10 could remain in severe disability for 10 years or more. So imagine you really have severe disability for 10 years or more. How much financial expenses could that add up to? Okay, there's also a high cost of disability in Singapore. Minimally will work out to about 2k to 3k monthly, but that's for current stats lah. So in future, when inflation all factored in, right, this amount could be much more in future. Okay, so what exactly is long-term care? Okay, so long-term care is personal and medical care needed if you become disabled due to age or adverse health conditions. Okay, what long-term care could include is a range of services. So when you're at home, home-based care, like you need a maid to help you, or you need a spouse or some caregiver. Whereas if you just stay at a long-term care center, then yeah, also need to pay for it. Okay, whereas you don't stay at home already, you no choice, need to move the person to a nursing home, then also need to pay for nursing home fees. Okay, so why is long-term care especially important in Singapore is because 2 in 3 working Singaporeans, just like I say, like 3 will support 1 old person, right? So 2 in 3 of these working people, right, do not have savings to last them beyond 6 months. So what happens if you have a disability that puts you out of a job for more than 6 months, and then you can't do activity or daily living, and then you still need to hire people to take care of yourself, that kind of thing? How much financial burden will you be in then? Okay, think about it. Yeah, so these are some of the examples of like nursing homes, the prices. So this is taken from the website. I forgot to put the link of the website. So it's taken from some, I think, Sydney website. Okay, so usually if you are very like low income, then you can still enjoy subsidy and maybe pay 700 a month. Okay, but even some with subsidy also 2,000 plus per month. Okay, whereas you just look at these before subsidy, because most people won't qualify for subsidy. Next slide, I'll show you what you must do to qualify for the subsidy. I mean, like what kind of income you must have lah. Okay, so if you are looking at low amounts, right, it's still minimally 1.3k lah with no subsidies. Okay, then so yeah, like I mentioned, for the subsidies, right, as long as you earn 3.3k per capita per month, right, you won't be qualifying for any subsidies anymore. So yeah. So to get a subsidy, must meet the mean test criteria. Okay, so these are the steps to calculate the household per capita monthly income. Okay, you can go read yourself. Okay, so this is the nursing homes that's not under MOH subsidy. You can see it's also about 1.2k minimally. Yeah, to 4.5k. So long-term care, nursing homes, all this can really take up a whole lot of money. Okay, so other than CareShield Life, right, what are the long-term care financing schemes available? So we have government subsidies, just now I mentioned, for the nursing homes. Okay, then okay, because I talked about CareShield Life, before CareShield Life there was ElderShield, so you have ElderShield 300 and ElderShield 400. So if you were on the 300 scheme, then it was they only pay out 300 monthly for 5 years, but if you're ElderShield 400, you only pay 400 monthly for 6 years. Okay, whereas CareShield Life is starting with 600 monthly and it increased by approximately 2% yearly for life until 67 years old or when a claim is made. Okay, then there's another kind called the MediSave Care. They can do cash withdrawals up to $200 monthly from your own MediSave or your spouse MediSave. Then this one is more for low income. Okay, I'll just go through it briefly. So IDIP, it's 150 to 250 monthly up to 6 years for low income Singapore citizens who are unable to join ElderShield because of their age or pre-existing disabilities. Okay, another one is an Elder Fund. Discretionary 150 to 250 monthly for lower income SG citizens, not available for CareShield Life, ElderShield, and IDIP. Okay. Then another one is called the Pioneer Disability Assistance Scheme. So it's a $100 monthly for life for pioneers who are unable to do 3 out of the 6 activities of daily living. Okay. Then we also have the Seniors Mobility and Enabling Fund, which are mean texted subsidies for assistive devices. So obviously, if you're unable to do activities of daily living, usually you need some devices and home healthcare items. Yeah. So need to do a home qualified needs assessment. Okay. Then home care giving grant. So it's a $200 monthly for care of a patient at home that is unable to do 3 out of the 6 ADL. Okay. Then another one is a foreign domestic worker levy concession for people with disabilities. Okay, so lower levy of $60 monthly. Okay, caregivers training grant, so annual subsidy of $200 for caregivers to attend approved courses to better care for their loved ones. Okay, you can also watch this video. I'll put the link down below to find out more about the subsidies and financing schemes available. Okay, so zooming into CareShield Life. So what is CareShield Life exactly, right? It's for Singaporeans and PRs automatically enrolled once you reach 30 years old. So I don't have CareShield Life yet because I'm not 30 years old. Okay. Then for those who are born in 1979 or earlier, right, you can participate in CareShield Life, but participation is optional. So except for citizens who recently become Singapore citizens or PR, then it will be mandatory for them to join because as long as they are not severely disabled. Okay, but if you can join. So those who are under ElderShield 400, right, they can join if they are born between 1970 to 1979 and not severely disabled. They will be automatically enrolled to join CareShield Life. So if they don't want to join, they can opt out and continue to be in ElderShield. Opt out by 31st December 2023. So if they are 1969 and before, right, they won't be automatically enrolled, and if they wish to join, right, can just apply with SingPass. So the premiums of CareShield Life fully paid using MediSave, and then premium payment ends when one turns 67 years old or 10 years after joining the scheme, whichever is later. So as you know, these ElderShield and CareShield can be enhanced with supplemental plans for higher monthly payouts and fewer ADLs to qualify. So these are some of the supplemental plans that can be used. So these premiums that you use to buy these supplemental plans, right, can also be paid by MediSave. So it's a cap of $600 per calendar year. So if your premiums for the supplemental plans exceed $600, then you have to pay the remaining in cash. So this $600 doesn't include what you already pay for the CareShield Life. It's totally different. Okay, different cap. Yep. So to make a claim for CareShield Life, you need to be assessed by an MOH accredited severe disability assessor, to be unable to perform at least 3 out of 6 activities of daily living: washing, dressing, feeding, toileting, walking or moving around, transferring. Okay. So how does the CareShield Life monthly disability work? The benefit. So if anything happens in 2020 and you're already on the scheme, right, they will pay out $600 monthly for as long as you remain disabled or severely disabled. Okay, but if it happens in 2021, then 612, 624, then so on and so forth lah. So it will be, once you start paying out, right, it will be that amount for your whole lifetime already. Yeah. So yeah, this is the example. Okay, I got from this iFast insurance team. Okay. So how do you know if you are already covered under a CareShield Life supplemental plan? So you don't know whether you have a supplemental plan, what you can do is visit the CPF board website, log into, and then click under healthcare and then check on my messages to find out whether you are covered under any supplemental plans. Okay. So if you find out you are covered under any supplemental plans, you just log into the respective insurer website and then you can check out the details of the plan. So these are all the CareShield Life supplements, only 3 providers. Okay, so this one is per CareShield Life website. Okay, so I'll just run through, I'll be running through the plan names and everything. I'll just explain some of the terms. Okay. Yeah, so for monthly benefit, Aviva has 2 escalating monthly benefit. Okay, then this one is all fixed benefits lah. Okay, Aviva has fixed and escalating benefits, so means help you to cater for inflation lah. Yeah. Okay, all covers for a lifetime. Initial lump sum benefit, so all companies have initial lump sum benefit. Once severely disabled, they will pay out this initial lump sum benefit. Death benefit during claims period. So if during the payout of the monthly, means when severely disabled the person pass on, there will be a death benefit as well. But for example, this person has never ever claimed any severe disability, then there will be no death benefit. Okay, dependent benefit as well. So if you got any child below 21 years old, then can claim this dependent benefit. Okay, caregiver relief benefit. So this is to sort of give free money lah. Yeah, because of course if you can't perform activities of the daily living, you will need to have a caregiver lah. Yeah. Rehab benefit. Okay. Then so all the plans, right, will waive will waive the premiums when you can't perform 1 out of 6 ADLs, except for the NTUC income one. Okay. So even though the payout only start maybe when you can't do 2 or 3 out of the 6 ADLs, right, for all this, then but the premium waiver kicks in at 1 out of 6 ADLs. Okay, it's different. Then the claims eligibility. Yeah, so you need to see which plan and do accordingly. So as you can see, the GE one is not bad. 1 out of 6 ADLs already able to claim. Okay, waiting period is if the disability happens within 90 days for this GE and NTUC income, right, then they will not pay out the claims. Whereas Aviva has no waiting period. Okay, deferment period is 90 days, so it means usually when the thing happens, then you need to wait 90 days before they start paying out. Okay, so all are the same. Okay, Then for premiums, most are level premiums, except Aviva has escalating premiums for the 2 or 3% escalating monthly payouts. Okay. Then premium period, you can read yourself. Okay. Minimum entry age is all 30 because, like I mentioned, you can only get CareShield Life at 30 years old. So minimum 30 years old. Maximum is all the same at 64 years old. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is all found on CareShield Life website. So just let you know, if you are trying to get a CareShield Life supplemental plans, it's a subject to underwriting. It's not like everyone can get it. So yeah. So just letting you know some of the examples of uninsurable conditions. Okay. So for CareShield Life supplemental plans, usually there's no exclusion, like loading, decline, or step only. Okay. So if got diabetes, they will reject immediately. Obesity, BMI more than 40, they reject immediately. Okay, all these are for reject. They will reject cancer, heart attack, Alzheimer's, dementia, arterial aneurysm, AIDS, HIV, tumor, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, so some heart attack thing, okay, kidney issue, okay, cardiovascular disease, multiple myeloma, Parkinson's, paraplegia, because all these are really, you won't be able to do activities of daily living already, so they won't be including you anymore. Schizophrenia, so for some psychological conditions, excluded because sometimes you need a person to take care of you because of the psychological condition. So stroke, systemic lupus erythematosus. Okay. Yep, I have come to the end of the slides for today. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Yep, so I told you the many reasons as to why you need a long-term care disability insurance. More people getting older, less resources to support, especially if you don't intend to have kids in future. You don't want to be taking care of your spouse or spouse taking care of you and still need to worry about all these financial costs. So the long-term care cost, right, is on top of your living expenses. It's not only your living expenses. You still need your living expenses to do other things, okay? So it's very important to get covered in case anything like that happens. And the best thing is these payouts are for a lifetime. It's not only for a certain period, okay? Yep. So hope everyone learned something new today, okay? Then wishing everyone prosperity and health in the new year. Thank you everyone for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Bye bye.